Well, Haynes,
Hey,
tell me something about Mount Whitney.
incredible mountain, incredible beauty, harsh, fickle, weather can change.
How'd you feel when we started?
Um, tired. Getting that early start, leaving here at 11 a.m. from Mammoth Lakes.
11 p.m.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Let's go.
There you
Let's
go.
say a.m.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
You weren't kidding.
The 11 p.m. start to get there at 2:30, and starting at 2:30, full of optimism. Felt good physically, but a little tired. Seeing the search and rescue truck
All right.
in front of the trailhead was kind of a reminder that that stuff happens.
And then we saw the people coming downhill on the search and rescue stretcher thing, and that was
Right.
a little reminder.
We saw bobbing lights, and when we saw the bobbing lights coming down, at that time, we didn't know what to think of that. It didn't look good,
And would you agree that a lot of that hike was a lot colder than we expected it to be?
Yeah, it definitely was chillier.
I used every piece of clothing in my pack, every single one.
They always tell you to pack everything for the potential array of conditions, and it's one of those situations where you really did use it. I did too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because you got hot.
Lots of water too,
cold.
lots of food. I think.
Hydrate.
Yeah, I know Kevin ran out of food and water before the end. And
well, here you go. Kevin could eat and continues to eat. One of the things that I found happening to me was I have lost a little bit of my, appetite, which is definitely part of the altitude thing. We all talk about getting a bit of a headache when we're not drinking enough water, but it's one of those things where definitely the headaches, we all felt that at times for not drinking enough water, but my appetite was something that's really reduced. I'm sure Ming and my family back home will be appreciative of my loss of appetite.
And as the one guy of the group that had a little trouble near the top and decided not to quite go that last, whatever it was, maybe 3/4 of a mile, you got any advice for people who try to do this thing? Or you got anything you'd do differently?
Advice is do not take anything like this lightly, okay? And always try to, accidents happen, but what you want to try to always do is control your odds. And I felt, and I think probably a good thing to see somebody in the stretcher, because you're saying to yourself, did they lose control of their odds? Okay, did they know their limits? What I always want to do is remember that a trip like that, when you reach your destination, be it Whitney or anything else, that's only half the journey getting back.
Well, yeah, and the other really important thing is there's no shame in going part of the way and deciding, hey man, I'm done for whatever reason. And you had burning lungs to the extreme, and you were done, and you did a hell of a hike.
Well,
you did I counted it today. You did something like 5,800 feet of elevation and about 20 to 21 miles that day.
It's cool.
That's a hell of a day.
It's cool. I'm happy. I'm happy for you guys, but I'm like, it's successful. What I did was successful. I would have liked to gotten to the top. I'm really happy you guys did.
And I got a feeling you'll be back.
Well, you know what? We've already talked about amongst ourselves things that we would do different. I would train. I'd lose 10 pounds. Okay, you wouldn't hear that sound. I'd lose 10 pounds. I'd do more cardio. Okay, and definitely, I hope to be back. But I still live by the motto that started me hiking, that being around the bend, okay, is success. Making it around the bend is success. And what keeps me going is what is around the bend. It's step by step for me. It's definitely step by step.
So you'll be back?
I hope to.
All right.
I hope to.
It was a good trip, man. Very good,
trip.
very good trip up the mountain, and we got a little more to go too. So,
I will say, I can close my eyes now, and I know we didn't get a picture of it, but the morning sunrise, okay, and looking down at Owens Valley was unbelievable. And also the images that we saw on top of Trail Crest, looking back at Guitar Lake and the other side of the Sierras was unbelievable. Unbelievably etched in my mind.
you'll be back.
I'll be back.